Gauss Jordan Elimination Method. You want to solve that same question, given that same system of linear equation. We've solved that question using Gaussian Elimination Method, right? So now we'll be solving the same question using Gauss Jordan Elimination Method. And I said previously that Gauss Jordan Elimination Method is a step further of Gaussian Elimination Method. You know, by Gaussian Elimination Method, what we did was that the first thing we did was that, or first thing first, identify your pivot. After identifying your pivot, the number under this pivot must be what? 0. That's the first step. Then do all your necessary calculations after identifying your first pivot. What you've done previously, implement it for the next pivot as well, right? Now, looking at this augmented form of matrix, identify your pivots in this case. You know, for Gaussian elimination method, we've made use of 2 pivots so far, right? Which was in row 1 and row 2. Now, our next pivot will belongs to what row? Row 3, exactly. Our next pivot belongs to what? Row 3. And what's this value? Minus 0.3. Minus 0.3. In this case, what's our usual steps, or what's our usual procedure after identifying your pivot? The numbers below it to be what? 0. But in this case, let's ask ourselves, do we have any number below it? No. But we have numbers above it. Meaning, you reverse the case. You reverse the usual case that you usually do. Are you getting me? You reverse the case. If it was that we have number below this guy, we would have made those numbers to be what? Zeros. But in this case, I'm having numbers above it, which is what? 0.8 and 1.5. So your usual way of solving your reduction or your row reduction, you reverse it. Meaning, what number are you changing to 0 in this case? 0.8 and 1.5. So same manipulation works. Nothing is changing. So for this very guy, and 0.8 belongs to what? What row does 0.8 belongs to? Row 2. Meaning you have a new row 2. By doing that, changing 0.8, meaning you have new row 2. Similarly, 1.5, what row does 1.5 belongs to? Row 1. By changing 1.5 to 0, you have a new row 1. So that's how it works. Nothing is special, or there's no big deal behind it. It is what you know that you are still doing, right? Now in this case, but before we proceed, I just tell you that it is advisable, or it makes your work very easy by the time you make your pivot to become what? 1. Now, before doing any reduction or before manipulating 0.8 and 1.5 to become 0, let's make this guy, which is 0.3, to be 1. How do we do that? Divide all through by what? Negative 0.3. Meaning your row 3 in this case, your row 3 becomes 1 over negative 0.3 multiplied by row 3. So your next augmented form, you then have it as what? 1 negative 0.75, 1.5, right? 2, 0, 1, 0.8, 0.4, 0, 0, 1. And this value will give you what we got for I3. And that's what? 9.67. 9.67. 9.67. Now you see that from our first step, we've gotten I3 to be 9.67, which was the value that we got earlier on. Alright, now what will be your next step? What's your next step? What's your next step? Let's do this together. You already know where we are going to now, so let's do it. That will be what? My row 2 is changing. My row 2 is changing, and my row 1 is also changing. Row 2 is changing, row 1 is changing. So what's your modification for this row 2? Or what's your manipulation? That will be what? 0.8 R3 minus R2. For R1, what do you have? 1.5 R3 minus R1. So that's it. Now, your next augmented form of matrix, what row are you going to write? Write the row that is not changing, which is what? Row 1. Your row 1, sorry, which is row 3. Row 3 remains the same. Row 3 is not changing. But if it was Gaussian elimination method, what row will not change? It will be row 1. So take note of the difference. So writing your next form of augmented matrix, I'm involving row 3, which is 0, 0, 1 and 9.67. So let's solve for row 1 and row 2. Solving for row 1 and row 2. Solving for your row 2, meaning 0.8 all into bracket 0.8 all into bracket 0, 0, 1, 9.67, right? Minus what? Minus row 2, which is what? 0, 1, 0.8 and 0.4. So let's get the difference between these. But before then, multiply this guy with this bracket. What do we have? 0, 0, 0.8. The product of this is what? 0.8 times 9.67. What do you have? 7.736 minus 0, 1, 0.8, 0.4. This gives us what? 0, negative 1, 0, and this is what? 7.336. 7.336. So substitute this as your row 2. So what do you have? 0, negative 1, 0, 7.336. So let's solve for row. What row are we solving for now? Row 1. So let's solve for row 1. Solving for row 1, what do we have? 1.5 R3. What's R3 in this case? 0, 0, 1, 9.67 minus, what's our row 1? 1, negative 0.75, 1.5, and what? 2. So let's solve for this also. That will be what? This is 0, 0. This time this is what? 1.5. This time this gives us 14.505. Then minus 1, negative 0.75, 1.5 and 2. So let's get the difference. What do we have? Negative 1, positive 0.75, 0, 12.505. 12.505. So this is our row 1. Substitute. Negative 1, 0.75, 0, and what? 12.505. 12.505. What's your next step? Your next pivot will be what here? -1. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Where does your next pivot belongs to? You know, in this case, you are going in a descending order. For Gaussian elimination method, ascending order. For Gauss Jordan, descending. So if your first pivot was row 3, your next pivot belongs to what? Row 2. So in this case, what's your pivot? -1. And what's the idea of pivot? Make your pivot to be what? 1. So if I'm having -1, how do I make -1 to become 1? Multiply all through by -1. Multiply all through by -1. Or you say divide all through by -1. Multiplying all through by -1, this augmented form of matrix becomes multiplying row 2 all through by -1. It becomes -1, 0.75, 0.75, 0, 12 point what? 12.505, 0, 1, 0, negative 7.336, 0, 0, 1, 9.67. Now, what's your next step? Your pivot in this case is what? 1. Once you've identified that your pivot is 1, what do you want to use that one to do? The number above it should become what? 0. And what's the number above it? 0.75. So what will be your manipulation? So you are saying R1 is equals to what? 0.75 R2 minus R1. To make 0.75 become 0, this is the condition. Now let's solve for this. But before solving for this, what are you going to do? Write those rows that will not change, which is row 2 and row 3. So you writing these two rows, I then have 0, 1, 0, negative 7.336, 0, 0, 1, 9.67. So solving for R1. Solving for R1, what do you have? That's 0.75, all into bracket. What's row 2? 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, negative 7.336. So what do I have? Minus what? Negative 1, 0.75, 0, 12.505. This multiplied by this is what? This is 0, 0.75, 0. This time this is what? 5.502 minus negative 1, 0.75, 0, 12.505. So let's subtract this. What do I have? This is positive 1, 0, 0. So this minus this, what do I have? Minus what? 18.01. So this is my row 1. So substitute values. This becomes 1, 0, 0, negative 18.01. Therefore, I1 is equals to what? I1 equals to negative 18.01 milliampere. What's I2? Minus 7.336 milliampere. What's I3? 9.67 milliampere. Comparing what we got now with the previous answer, are they correlating? So what type of reduction are you preferable with? Is it the first one or the second one? The first one. Why not this one? This one will not stress you now, in the sense that you don't need to start solving simultaneous equation. Though for this question was not specific, saying solve using Gaussian elimination method or solve using Gauss Jordan elimination method. The question just says that using row reduction, find the value of I1, I2, I3. So it is your choice. You can use any of these two row reduction. You can stop at the first one, or you proceed by solving Gaussian elimination method. Now, what will be your comment? Same comment. Your comment for the first one is still your comment, because it's still the same question you are solving. So I just want us to know the difference, that for Gaussian elimination method, you solve simultaneous equation from what you reduce. But for Gauss Jordan, from what you reduce so far, you will see the value of x, y, and z. So any question? No question. And this is for unique solution. Now let's take another example which is under many solution. Alright, so this is how you solve question under Gaussian elimination method and Gauss Jordan elimination method. If you find this video helpful, do well to hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video.